Spawning in the top right position of this map. The man who wishes to belay that order of the Axiom team. It is from Mouz Sports, HeroMarine. And spawning in the bottom right position as the red Terran player is going to be the man with 3 kills so far in this match. It is Axiom's Ryung. That's about as close as I'm ever going to get to a Mensk impersonation. So, for all of you that fantasize about the possibility of that happening, I accept checks and PayPal. But this has been an interesting match so far. Our first Acer TeamStory Cup match that we did today, Millennium versus MVP, was actually an all-kill by Daishi. And right now, Ryung's up 3 games. If he wins the next 2 maps, if he wins this map and the next one, that's another all-kill. And it's pretty crazy, especially considering that it's not like it's been a short match. It's actually been going on for quite a while. We had the longest, like, game number 2 ever. So, we'll have to see if this TvT lives up to the hype. Both of these players appear to be opening gas lists so far. There's no rally to a gas for either of them. So it does look like we're going to see one barracks expands, and that's kind of cool. It's something that we really haven't seen too much. It doesn't pop up in the Korean meta like at all, unless you're playing on a really big map like Red City. Just because. I mean, I guess we have seen a little bit of that kind of style on this map since Reapers are bad. Reapers are kind of bad on this map, which allows Command Center first to happen, but no one's willing to be that. I mean, be that greedy, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of interesting to see both players skipping the gas, just because this is one of the few maps that you can do it without much abuse, and I like it. I feel like we're gonna see what we saw in the last time that this situation occurred, though. We actually saw. I don't think it was. It was the match on Newkirk that went really long. We had both players do that, and it ended up with both going double gas after the barracks and the command center. So there we go, double gas after the command center. Both of these players will very much likely go straight into Hellbat drops now that they have secured themselves the tiniest sliver of safety. Like, okay, I got a Marine, go to Hellbats now, and that's kind of one of the defining things about Terran versus Terran right now, is just Hellbats all day, every day. And yeah, factory on the way now for HeroMarine. We're gonna have a faster bunker for Ryung. He wants to play it a little bit safe, and that's gonna help HeroMarine because he can afford the minerals to actually start his factory earlier. Ryung, though, what's he doing? He's actually got one. He's actually only mining on 4 SCVs. This is gonna be a very fast third command center build, I think, out of Ryung. I don't know if this was intentional or accidental that he only put 2 SCVs here, but his scouting SCV will die. And yeah, there's that factory. It's starting much later than HeroMarine's, but he's gonna get access to a faster third. I don't know if you can afford to just get a fast third though, in this type of game situation. So that's gonna be interesting to see how he does this. He's getting a supply depot. I don't see much of an advantage here for him, but there's the armory starting for HeroMarine. He is going to be going for that Hellbat play, and he is pumping out a couple of Hellions. I'm surprised. Where's the starport from HeroMarine? He has the money for it. Okay, there it is now. There we go. This is looking like Terran versus Terran now. Not too much else to really think about. So the Hellions are going to be able to scout out, see what's going on. Not much else. And Ryung, his factory is complete, but yeah, now he fixes the gas. I don't think he intended to do that because getting a fast third command center is such a risk in TvT. Yeah, he's just going to play this out as if he didn't forget the gas. So Ryung's going to be playing a little bit from behind. The only advantage, the one nice advantage he has is he has a little bit more minerals to work with. He can avoid getting supply blocked more effectively. He can go for the faster. He can actually make sure to maintain constant Hellbat production. But at some point, he will get his third base faster depending on the aggression of HeroMarine. But HeroMarine's actually going for a double medevac, double Hellbat drop. A bit of a supply block did hurt him and delay his second medevac, so we could see HeroMarine, you know, he could do a lot of damage with this. He might not, though. He's going to immediately open with a Viking. He's not going to go for the reactored Hellbat drop, at least not yet. And I feel like, I mean, it's not terrible, but this Hellion is going to be able to scout, maybe scout that for HeroMarine. He actually doesn't see much of anything at all, so it's whatever. I read you. Just gonna put his Widow Mines up here. And that Viking isn't going to be able to stop these medevacs, is the thing. But HeroMarine's actually using this defensively. He's just got a medevac and 2 Hellbats in his mineral line. I like that. He's not doing anything weird at all. Now the second medevac is done. Is he going to load up, though? You gotta load up. Yeah, there he goes. There's those Hellbats now zooming across the field in those medevacs. Must be like a sick roller coaster when the medevacs are boosting like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just completely crazy. But 3 factories in the way for HeroMarine. He's going mech. He's going full mech. And the HeroMarine's barracks is gonna be able to scout out everything here. Now there hasn't actually been a commitment made by Ryung. As far as that goes. Where's his armory? Is he getting an upgrade? Yes, he's getting +1 attack. So Ryung just now starting +1 attack. Both players are going mech. It's going to be mech versus mech. And Ryung, he is going to be able to get that 3rd command center faster, like we said. And we're actually seeing out of HeroMarine, it's a little bit of a Straylock style. If you guys don't know too much, Navi Straylock, he goes mech every game. But this is the kind of core setup that he gets. It's 2 reactors, 2 tech labs, and a reactored starport. So instead of going for the standard 5 factory play with maybe a Viking here or there, it allows you to go for double tank, quadra Hellbat, and also double Viking at the same time. You get a lot of Vikings or medevacs, whatever you please. But it opens up so many options for aggression and just trying to put on that pain as far as the big attacks go. But you know, these players have managed to divert each other from doing anything really crazy, managing to get any big aggression in for quite some time. There's really not much has actually happened in this game so far, and I think that's just kind of a sign of the skill level of them, kind of neutralizing each other's ability to do big attacks like the Hellbat drops. And you don't want to try to drop into this because the positioning of the other Hellbats are going to mess you up. They're going to hit you over the mineral line. But yeah, neither space can't really get any kind of foothold. There's medevacs zipping everywhere on the map, but there's nothing really being hit. And then the Hellbat drops going to try to move into the natural. Gets a couple of SCVs, not bad. He's only killed 4 though. He managed to get a 5th kill at the very end, but that's not really a lot. And there's so many Hellbats. Both of these guys just going mass Hellbat mech build, and that's cannot blame them. The total number. There's actually another bunker. He's worried about this many number of Hellbats. HeroMarine actually has a ridiculous number of Hellbats, like seriously. And total number is 18 versus 12. Like this is absolutely absurd how many Hellbats HeroMarine has. And he's coming in for Ryung. The defenses here aren't really that big. And the thing is, oh my god, with these 4 siege tanks, these Hellbats are gonna have full reign here because there's no siege tanks. He's just now finishing 2 of them. Ryung though, he doesn't have add-ons on all of his factories. He's gonna siege up 2 of these. That should be enough. But the thing is, once HeroMarine breaks this bunker, he can utilize his scans. He can actually Hellbat drop on top of the opposing tanks if he can get close enough. And these Hellbats are just going to get in everywhere. There's so much for HeroMarine. I don't know if Ryung has enough to actually stop this with how well split HeroMarine's Hellbats are. It's going to be very close, but no. It does look like Ryung is going to be able to hold for now. As long as his tanks don't get hit by the opposing Hellbats, he's going to be okay. And he is actually going to hold this. So nice play so far from Ryung. HeroMarine will scan. He wants to make sure nothing else gets up here. He's going to lose this refinery. But hey, could be a lot worse. And Ryung does hold quite well. He doesn't lose really anything behind this, and he is ahead on SCVs, which is very important. I'm kind of scared if Ryung lifts up any of these buildings, if HeroMarine will take one of the add-ons, which you can do. And I love this. Ryung is actually actively seeking out the reinforcing Vikings of HeroMarine. He can actually pick these off, and HeroMarine's trying to get a bit of like a false contain here. I don't think he actually knows about this bottom center base. He doesn't know about the 3rd. So what he thinks is he's containing Ryung, but he's not really. Ryung has the 3rd base. He's trying to get in some additional damage. He actually goes for the bit of the Widow Mine drop. Only kills a single SCV. Now he kind of hurts that Hellbat, but like this is such a weird situation. And he's scanning, and I feel like, man, HeroMarine, he could go to town in this third base. He could probably, he doesn't have any Vikings, so he can't kill it, but he could do some serious damage. There's a drop actually trying to move in and around that main base, picking off what he can. He's actually managed to pick off another 10 SCVs there on the left side, so Ryung, he is putting on a lot of pressure, and he's been playing so well this match. It's actually kind of absurd. That mine is still there, just dealing extra bits of damage as this goes along. Oh my god, if SCVs get transferred to this base, there are Hellbats and Medevac waiting. There's a sensor tower here for HeroMarine, and Ryung's going to try to break the contain. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull this off. The Hellbats take quite a bit of the damage here from these siege tanks. He's going to be able to blow through quite a bit of these. He does scan. He has the high ground vision. He is starting to take out quite a bit of them. And that might be exactly what Ryung needs. We do have HeroMarine with a few more reinforcements. Ryung does need to be careful, but he has broken the contain. That Widow Mine still doing extra damage here and there. A lot of these SCVs are weak. The Middle Mine drop's gonna, excuse me, the Hellbat drop's hitting into the main base though. Trying to pick off more of these SCVs. Ryung needs to be careful. Ooh, those SCVs were so stacked. What a scary feeling, but we could run over to this third base now. The units that just came out for HeroMarine are going to try to go there and defend against it. But now we have a fourth command center on the way for Ryung. He's kind of just taking advantage of his lead. He's saying, okay, I'm ahead. Well, I'm going to get more ahead. Oh my god, this next Widow Mine hit could be big, though. And I think, yeah, he realizes that. And he's going to lose 2 more SCVs. Smart play to realize that so many of his SCVs are in the red. He cannot afford to actually just take the hits like that anymore. We do have a Hellbat drop headed over towards the main base of Ryung coming in for HeroMarine. At the same time, the Hellbat drop's going to hit the main base of HeroMarine from Ryung. And he's going to lose a lot of SCVs here. But will this drop in the main do anything? And Ryung pulls away quite in time. These Vikings are kind of parked over HeroMarine's area. He's like, okay, I've got the high ground vision. I'm not really worried about it because I have the air superiority. But then the Hellbats of Ryung are going to kill off the Hellbats of HeroMarine, and he's going to be able to reclaim his main base. Yay! There are a lot of SCVs here clumped, though. Oh, HeroMarine, he's going to get in on a lot of workers. Needs to pull these SCVs away. They're so clumped up. That is a scary number of SCVs to have bunched together. But now this, this third base, he's actually been quite exposed. He needs some missile turrets to help, I guess, stem the flow of these drops. He's really been taking a lot. Oh, the Vikings, they might be able to take out this Medevac, though. Very pesky Medevac. And the drop play will cease. Big Medevac load up here for HeroMarine. He's going to try to go for another double Hellbat drop. And with the good control, he can do so much damage with this. I want to note, though, the upgrades, right? We have +2/2 for both these players, so their siege tanks are going to be 3-shotting the opposing siege tanks no matter what. We also had the +3 weapons coming in, which isn't going to really change the tank versus tank fight. It's just a bunch of extra damage that's nice to have. The Vikings are going to actually pick off these Medevacs, though, on the right side. Ooh, he's going to get both. Oh, really nice pickup for Ryung. And HeroMarine, well, he's trying to move out towards the center of the map, but Ryung just has so much in position here. I don't know that he has any opportunities to try to do anything here. This is a rough spot to be in. And HeroMarine, he's not really having the success that he needs in terms of taking out some of these forces. Such a great spread here. I almost wish I had Gameheart to zoom out, but it does look like Ryung is going to be taking this fight rather convincingly. He's losing almost no tanks. His Hellbats are getting on his opponent's tanks. And HeroMarine, GG's, Ryung is going to be taking a 4-0 lead here in this Acer TeamStory Cup best of 9. God damn, what a fantastic match played so far by Ryung. If we have 2 all kills in a row, I don't even know, man. I'm going to have to, like... Don't make bets through chat, Nathan. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to be incredibly shocked and locked in an endless stupor of amazement